let's get more reaction. Opening remarks, your first points. Preeti, you want to go?
Well,
What's your
Rajdeep, my first point is that wasn't your phone inundated with messages that when is the mood of the nation coming in? I just want to take a minute, Rajdeep, and tell our viewers. This is Mood of the Nation in its 46th year, and usually it happens right after the 15th of August, Independence Day. And Rajdeep, last 1 week, at least my phone has been inundated with messages that when is India Today conducting the Mood of the Nation? One quick point.
My phone isn't, because I don't think people believe the pollsters as much as they want it, but go ahead.
But just one quick point, because I want to juxtapose these numbers to Lok Sabha results as well, 2024. And if you actually look at the two alliances there, which is the NDA alliance and the India alliance, the gap has actually narrowed down by 1%. From 7%, what it was in 2024, it's narrowed down to about 6% this time. So is that status quo? Or, the gap coming down to 6% in just a year, is that significant?
What's
That's
your
what I want
sense?
to ask.
Is it status quoist or not? This poll is showing little has changed in the last 1 year.
But flip it around. Look at 324 on the screen where the NDA is, right? If you juxtapose this number to the numbers of the Lok Sabha, you can actually see a huge jump in seats. So while the gap might have come down between the NDA and the India alliance, you juxtapose the Lok Sabha numbers, which was, I think, 293 where the India alliance was, and now it's at 324. So that's jumped. So it's interesting. All I'm saying is there is a dichotomy here. The vote percentage gap has narrowed down, but the seats for the NDA
We will try and get that explained by Yashwant in a moment, but yes, go ahead, Gaurav.
Look, I think Narendra Modi is well and truly in control, firmly in the saddle, and these numbers show that. Despite that wrecker-in-chief trying to put India down, India hasn't been put down. And that he's been able to rally the country around him, if this is what the mood of the nation does clearly indicate.
Who's wrecker-in-chief?
Wrecker-in-chief is Donald Trump. So wrecker-in-chief is Donald Trump.
The wrecker-in-chief changes. 1 year ago, it was supposedly Rahul Gandhi. Then it became General Asim Munir. Now it's Donald Trump. But go ahead, Gaurav.
So, and in all of that, so all the wreckers-in-chief, if they're trying to target Narendra Modi, they have all failed. Asim Munir failed. So narrative battle when it comes to Operation Sindoor, sure, the BJP or the government may have failed in the narrative battle, but on ground, Operation Sindoor has been the biggest response to Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror. And in the long run, perhaps, that is why, despite being in power for 11 years, despite all that's happening, the challenges from Donald Trump, Asim Munir's terror, economy, unemployment, everything, they still remain at 47%. And the Congress still remains at 41%. And the baseline difference is 20% and 40% between Modi and Rahul Gandhi.